I wanted to dive more into NVIDIA, and I wanted to talk about NVIDIA's A100 GPUs. Now, these are the GPUs that are used when it comes to the servers, like where these platforms have their servers that takes the stress off of your computer and puts it on them. Okay. Now, according to what I went over, it says that the NVIDIA A1600 GPU is what was being used, or GPUs is what was being used. So I wanted to kind of discuss that. Now, the NVIDIA A100 GPUs is a high-performance accelerator designed for demanding workloads in artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, and high-performance computing. Now, it is part of NVIDIA's Ampere architecture and is widely used in data centers and enterprise environments. Now, I really did not go and check out Ampere architecture, the Ampere architecture, but I really should have. I did get a little bit of information about it, though. The key features for it is the Ampere architecture, and that's the A100 is what the A100 is built on, which is NVIDIA's Ampere architecture. It's supposed to offer significant performance improvements over previous generations like the Volta-based V100. It includes advanced features such as the tensor cores, and that's the third generation, and multi-instance GPU, which is the MIG. That's the multi-instant technology. So you have the MIG. Now, I did want to go further into the tensor. That's actually tensor cores are actually pretty interesting. I did grab some information on that, and I wanted to cover that in this episode. So that is one thing that I do want to go over. Now, when it comes to performance, the A100s are designed for massive computational skill or tasks. Now, the A100 delivers up to 20 times the performance of its processor for AI and HP workloads. It supports FP64, double precision, FP32, which is single precision, and TF32, which is tensor float, and mixed precision computing. Now, tensor cores, the third generation of tensor cores, they accelerate AI operations, including training and inference for deep learning models. They also support a new format called TensorFloat 32, which is TF32, which improves throughput for AI workloads while maintaining accuracy. So not only are they freaking improving the throughput for AI workloads, but they're maintaining accuracy while they're doing it. So after that, let's talk about multi-instance GPU, which is MIG. Now, it's a single A100 GPU can be partitioned into up to 7 independent instances, allowing multiple users or workloads to run simultaneous. This makes it ideal for shared environments or multi-tenant data centers. So basically, what that has to do is each each instance is broken down, okay, into different tiers, basically. And I know I'm probably saying that wrong. It has independent instances, basically, is what it is. So it creates multiple workloads, no matter what it is. It could be multiple users or multiple workloads and stuff of that nature. So that's something that is actually pretty interesting when it comes to that. And it's like I said, I do want to go back over some of this and do it. It's supposed to also work with, it's supposed to be ideal for like shared environments or multi-tenant data centers. So that's something that I thought would be pretty cool. Now, its memory is equipped with 40 gigabytes or 80 gigabytes of high bandwidth memory, which is HBM2E. The A100 offers up to 2 terabytes of memory bandwidth, enabling it to handle large data sets efficiently. Now, these are supposed to be the high scale end GPUs too, so just understand that this isn't the kind of GPU that you would just go and put into your computer and run it off of that. These are pretty high end. Now, when it comes to scalability, it supports NVIDIA NVLink and NVSwitch for multiple GPU setups, which enables seamless communication between GPUs in large-scale systems. The scalability makes it suitable for supercomputing applications, and that would be stuff like handling the stress when it comes to latency, because you got to realize they're dealing with not just one user but a whole lot of users, so they have to do that on top of the AI and things of that nature. So this would actually be really, really good when it comes to scalability. And plus, what we were talking about with the multi-instance GPU, the MIGs, that right there is what kind of impressed me when we went over this stuff, because when I first started doing the streams on this and going through this, I really wanted to hate cloud gaming. But the more I kept reading into it, the more I noticed that this really isn't that bad of a deal if it was actually real. You know what I mean? If they are actually given what they're offering, then yeah, this isn't bad at all, I don't think. So that's something that really stuck out to me. I don't know what anybody else's take on that is, but I've actually gone in and I looked at the data and stuff like that, and it was actually pretty good. I keep getting a bunch of spammers on Kick. This is like it is on Rumble, but it's pretty bad when they keep just coming in on your stream as well into the comment sections. Now, I don't see you're streaming a lot, but yeah, it's still not affiliated. Yeah, I guess I should be affiliated, whatever. So with all of that, I'll go ahead and move on to the next subject. Scalability is what I just covered. Now I want to talk about the applications. Now, that would involve AI and deep learning. Now that's supposed to accelerate model training and inference for applications like natural language processing, computer vision, and recommendation systems. It's also supposed to be good with HPC. It powers simulations in fields like climate modeling, genomics, and computational fluid dynamics, things of that nature. Now, just so that I can keep you guys aware, we are still on the topic of NVIDIA A100. So with this, let me point out that I'm not just talking about gaming either. This is like applications where these GPUs can be put into play. So not only is it like deep learning and AI, but it's also with power simulations in fields like climate modeling, genomics, and computational fluid dynamics that it can be used in. Then you have data analytics, which it can be used in, which handles large-scale data processes for businesses, intelligence, and real-time analytics and stuff of that nature, which maybe that would probably be even a good way of implementing it into like security systems and stuff like that when it comes to computer security and preventing hackers from stealing data, things of that nature. It sounds pretty fast, to be honest. So after that, I want to also mention, the power efficiency of this. Now, the A100 is designed to deliver high performance per watt, which is supposed to be making it energy efficient for large-scale deployments. And that goes back to what I was talking about. Like, they're dealing with like millions and millions of people that are getting on these games. So these GPUs are set up inside of where the servers are, and their job is to take pressure off of these servers and be able to make it to where it can run efficiently and in a large scale. So that's basically what it's supposed to be doing. It's designed to deliver high performance per watt. So for every inch of wattage that it's using, it's going to be delivering, that high performance to the best of its ability, basically. Now, the common use cases, you get that in data centers. A100 GPUs are like a backbone for like modern data centers. It's supposed to enable like efficient AI and HPC workloads. So that's one area. Now you also have AI research, which it's widely used in like training cutting edge AI models for industries such as healthcare, finance, and autonomous vehicles, basically. I have, where it's vehicles that drive themselves, basically, like Tesla and all of that. So that's the one thing that you have when it comes to the common use cases. That's where this is being used at most of the time. It also supports large-scale analytics and real-time data processing. Like I said, and that's basically for like business operations. Now, the cost is basically what the limitations for this is. Now, the A1 is a premium product, and you have to remember that. And with it being a premium product for mostly businesses, the pricing reflects that, and it also reflects like its advanced capabilities and stuff of that nature. But mostly, you need to realize that this is for business. It's not for, like I said, sitting down and hooking it up to your computer. Now, if you think that you can use it on your computer, give it a try, see if it works. I don't know. But the cost is going to be a lot, so